What's up everybody, Brian here. Thanks for joining me in the Gecko Lab. As you see, I've got a new cage here, a bit of an odds and ends videos. I don't have one specific topic for today, just a couple things here and there I thought we'd cover. I'm gonna show off my new cage. I'm gonna ask you guys for some advice. And then I've got a new product here that I'm gonna show you and do a quick review on that I got shipped in. I actually got this shipped in a while back and I just haven't unboxed it and done a review on it yet. So I thought this would be a good time to check those out. So let's get right into it. First of all, I want to show off one of my new cage builds. I've been working hard on a bunch of bioactive vivariums and custom builds recently. This was the latest that I just got finished. This is a fully custom cage, custom great stuff background. If you guys want a step-by-step on how to do this, check out my step-by-step guide when I built this cage, my bioactive hexagon terrarium build. I used the same methods to do this one as I did this guy. The link for that is in the description box below if you want to check that out. But I like the way this cage turned out. I thought I would show it to you guys. As you can see, I've got one of those moss-covered jungle vines that I like so much going through the cage here. The platform up at the top, where I took that log, it's like a log bridge. I get these from the local pet store. I think it's PetSmart or Petco, one of those two. I found them out. And I thought it made a really cool basking spot for a gecko there at the top. This one has a nice pothos plant in it, as well as another plant over here on the side. Sphagnum moss for the entire bedding. A nice custom background stick here to give them another spot to climb and hide on. And of course, your bioactive bedding, which is, I use Josh's Frogs bio bedding at the bottom there. This one, much like my hex tank, does not have a drainage layer. I know most people think that's heresy in the bioactive building community. You have to put a drainage layer. I don't on cages that are this small, simply because there's just not that much room. I want my plants to have more space to grow their roots and root in and have healthy plants. And adding an inch of drainage layer, there's just not enough room in this cage to do that. So it is possible. People will tell you you can't do a bioactive without a drainage layer. That's not true. It is totally possible to do it. You just have to be really mindful of how wet you keep your cage, how much water you put in it. You don't want it soaking wet all the time because that water has nowhere to drain to and things can go badly. So just be careful how wet you keep it and things will be fine. You just have to watch them a little more. So this one I just put together. I love the way it turned out. As you can see, I've got the Pangea magnetic acrylic ledge in there. I really like that guy. I love those for food dishes. They look so clean and crisp and nice. And so my advice I need from you guys, what am I going to put in this cage? I built it up. It's going on my wall of custom built cages that I'm working on. That's been a slow project, man. I put a video out about that, announcing that like I got to be 6 months ago now, and it's just, life is so busy. I've got so much going on and so many irons in the fire all at once. But that's a project that I am still very excited about, and I am very excited now that I'm getting some cages done. I've got some new geckos to show you guys soon, and this one needs filled with some new geckos. So leave me a comment down below. What do you think I should put in this cage? I am willing to get a single gecko that can go in here, a pair of smaller geckos that can go in here. A couple things that I've had in mind would be a pair of perhaps a pair of gold dust day geckos was one that I thought of. Maybe, I don't know, some small gecko like that, or even a single gecko, a single slightly larger gecko that would be happy in this. Something that's going to be really interesting to keep. What would you suggest? And it doesn't have to be a gecko. Let me amend that. It doesn't have to just be a gecko. A small arboreal snake or a lizard or anything that would fit, that would find this to be a comfortable home. You tell me what you think I should put in there and I will consider it. So leave me comments down below and let me know. I'm excited to add a new species to the collection. I really am finding a passion for building these cages and adding new animals into our collection other than crested geckos. So I'm excited to do that. The next thing I wanted to talk about today was a new product I got in. I saw these, I don't even know where I saw them. I think I saw an ad on Facebook for them. They looked interesting, so I bought them. This is not a sponsored promotion. This company did not send me their products. I bought these with my own money. I have not spoken to this company. They don't even know that I'm doing this. So just to put all that out there and be forward with you guys, the company is called Feral Creations, and they make all kinds of different decorations for different vivariums, all kinds of vivarium decorations and decor and all kinds of stuff like that. These were the ones that caught my mind, and they are naturalistic looking magnetic branches. So they come with 3 magnets on the back side, and then it's a branch that comes out like a dead log. And as you can see, these are made to be very realistic. That's what got me onto them, is they were so realistic looking, and they're easy to wash. I like them because they're better than a natural branch, which it's hard to sanitize a piece of wood. These, you could easily drop them in a bleach solution and then dry them off, and they're going to be perfectly sanitized. They're easy to clean, and they're magnetic. As you can see, you put your 3 magnets right on the outside and it holds that guy up. I love that the magnets are also wood shaped, so they look like they're part of the stick, so it actually looks like the log is kind of going through your glass cage. I thought that was kind of interesting. I think they look fantastic. I do love how they look from a visual standpoint. Playing around with these, I ordered a few of them. I've got another one here. They're all about the same. They're exactly the same mold, so they all look the same. They've all got the same magnets. The Pro sides, like I said, I've been playing with them for a bit today. The Pro sides, they look incredible. I love the way they look. I think they're an absolutely fantastic addition to any naturalistic cage. They're a lot better than plasticky looking 3D printed, like artificial looking accessories that a lot of companies make. If that's what you want for your cage, that's fine. If you want a more naturalistic approach, it just depends on your cage style. This is what I would recommend. They look great. That is the upside. The downside that I can see, the magnets aren't that strong. So I was getting these in hopes that I could use them for some crested geckos. I thought I would review them thinking a lot of people would like them for crested geckos. And as you can see, unfortunately, they're not very strong. The magnets just aren't strong enough. One adult crested gecko sitting on this would pull it off the wall and the whole thing would fall down. Unfortunately, they just need to use a stronger, more sturdy magnet in these, and I think they would have a much better product. The other downside is they are just a bit pricey. These are about $30 each, which is a bit much for how big they are. They're not that big, and considering you can't use them for any gecko that has any sort of weight to it, I think $30 is a bit expensive. But they are a great option for a naturalistic looking magnetic branch that you can put in for a basking spot in your cage. I would use these for morning geckos, would do great in these, especially because they're kind of hollow on the inside and they've got a notch here where your geckos could get in and actually have a little hide on the back side of this. They would look good for morning geckos, Clemerize, like small day geckos, peacock day geckos, anything little like that, anything that's going to be 3 inches or smaller, small bodied, low weight geckos. These would be great naturalistic looking basking spots with a hide built in where you could see through the glass and see your geckos in their hide. There'd be a really cool option for that. I would like to see a bigger one, maybe a 6-inch version with stronger magnets that you could use for crested geckos or Chihuahua geckos. I think that would be a great product. Perhaps they will make something like that in the future. Perhaps they already do, and I just didn't see it. I saw these ones. So I would recommend checking out their website. Feral Creations is where I got these. If you're interested, that's where you can pick these up. Again, not a paid promotion. I bought these with my own money. I am not in contact with that company. Just a cool product I thought I would share with you guys. I think that is about all I've got to cover today. Thank you guys for joining me. Once again, don't forget to let me know what kind of new animals you think I should get. I've got more cages coming, more videos coming your way, and new geckos for sale every Friday. As always, altitudeexotics.com. I am Brian /AE Geckos on Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget to give us a follow. There's always more gecko pictures, content, sales, and videos headed your way every day. Thank you guys so much. Be safe, be kind. I love you, and I will see you soon.